We are not taught how to work with or regulate our emotions. We're just thrown out into the world as emotional sensitive beings and have to figure it out ourselves. So, what is emotional alchemy? Why is it so important? And how do we do it? The traditional meaning of the word alchemy is turning common metals into gold. So, in terms of emotional alchemy, it's taking the common emotional experiences and turning them into high quality, valuable emotional experiences. Why is emotional alchemy so important? We are not taught the tools to be able to regulate and work with and manage the emotions that we have on a day-to-day basis. And because we don't know how to move through them, they get stuck in our body. Think of a time when someone was massaging your muscles and they were like, wow, you're really tight there. You're like, I've been really stressed lately. That is a direct experience of storing stress in your body. Stress is an emotion. So transmuting through the emotions that we experience that can get stuck in our system, like fear or anxiety, the importance of that is being able to not be captive by the emotions that happen often. An important part of emotional alchemy is to go into the uncomfortable emotion so that you can move through it instead of suppressing it down. And I think this is one of the areas that we shy away from moving through the emotions, is because to go into the emotion that is uncomfortable, our system kind of tells us not to. It's not safe. And we have to override that system alert that says, that's uncomfortable, don't go there. And that's our responsibility. And when we know how freeing it is to work with alchemizing the emotions, then we'll have more of a sense of trust to go into the areas so that we can move through them. The importance of emotional alchemy in our life is, no matter how perfect our outer environment is, even when I was traveling in New Zealand and in Bali and these amazing places where you'd think you just feel happy all the time, well, internally I was experiencing anxiety. Where am I going to make money? Where am I going to stay next? So being able to work with the emotions so that we can not live in that state of being constantly. Our inner environment that is the most important part for a sense of cohesion. So how do we do emotional alchemy? How do we alchemize these uncomfortable emotions into the higher quality ones? I'm sure that you've heard this before. Energy in motion. That is emotion. So the things that we do to move through emotion is movement and breath and motorized journaling and going in so that we can move through. The process of learning the emotional body is a very holistic one, because we are learning how the emotional body weaves into the mind and the physical body. So learning all parts of yourself is a part of the process of this. Some of the ways that you can start practicing emotional alchemy would be, the next time that you have an uncomfortable emotion come up for you, notice it and allow it to come to the surface. Create a safe space for yourself to go into it and start to journal or move, do yoga, do some breathing, go on a walk, whatever feels right for you. The foundational part of this process is go into and allow the emotion foremostly. And with that, I will be sharing movement practices and breathwork practices here to learn the tools to help you navigate your emotional world with clarity and freedom. If you have any feedback or anything that you'd like to add or share, message me on Instagram or on here, and I would love to start a conversation about this topic. So thank you for being here, and I look forward to sharing more and working more on this topic of emotional alchemy.